Welcome to IGS 10-minute lecture series. This series is brought by the IGS department. IGS stands for Integrated Global Studies. In this series, a professor from the department will give you a mini lecture about her or his research area.
Hello, my name is Yamada. I'm teaching Biodiversity Sciences to IGS students. Today, I'm gonna give you some fun facts about biodiversity. Please enjoy it. Today, I'm gonna ask you how many species are there on Earth. Before it, I would like to talk what species is. Species is a class of creature having some common characteristics. You can see some animals here. They are example of species. Then let's go back to the question. How many species are there on Earth? This question attracted a lot of scientists. Perhaps the first scientist who is attracted by this question is Carl von Linné in the 18th century. He called for a lot of biologists to count species, and this is the start of modern taxonomy. In 1735, he published a book, Systema Naturae. This is the first list of species, and this book covers some 4,400 species. I would like to introduce a recent statistics of species number. By 1992, we found 1.7 million species. It's amazing, it's a lot. 4,400 species in 1735 to 1.7 million species in 1992 is a great leap of science. I would like to applaud all the effort by great scientists. But a question arises, have we discovered all species on Earth? Clearly, it's no, because sometimes we notice a newspaper article informing a species finding. Honestly, scientists add some 10,000 species on species list every year. They are new species. Then I'm wondering how many species are waiting to be discovered by us. The important question is if we have discovered almost all species or there are a lot of undiscovered species on Earth. Which is true? I would like to introduce an estimation of species number by Terry Irwin, an American entomologist. He conducted a research in tropical rainforests where has high biodiversity. He counted the number of insect species on a single tree. He used poisonous fogging, this is a photograph, to get insect. Finally, he found 1,200 beetle species on a single tree. Amazing! He estimated species number on Earth by this research. Once again, he found 1,200 beetle species on a single tree. He looked at the general rule on Earth that 20% of beetle species are host-specific. Therefore, 160 beetle species should be host-specific. Host-specificity means that an insect can survive only on these three species. Then he used another general rule. There are 50,000 tree species in tropical rainforest. By multiplying 160 beetle species by 50,000 tree species, he got 8 million beetle species. He used another general rule. Although beetles are a big group in insects, it occupied only 40% of insects. There are remaining 60% of non-beetle insects like this. If other insects than beetles are included, the number of insect species should be 20 million. He investigated only above parts, and of course there are many insects under the ground. He tried to include insects under the ground by using another general rule. 2/3 of the insects are in the above ground, and the remaining 1/3 of insects are under the ground. The estimation should be 30 million species. By this means, he estimated that there should be 30 million insect species in tropical rainforest. Let's go back to the question, how many species are waiting to be discovered? Or, which is true, if we have discovered almost all species, or there are a lot of undiscovered species. This is true. If there are 30 million species on Earth, we found only 5.7% of total species. It means remaining 94% of species are waiting to be discovered by us. We come to the end of the class. I would like to summarize my talk. We made a great effort to discover many species over the past 280 years. But we have discovered only 5.7% of total species on Earth. Our scientific knowledge is limited very much even in the scientific revolution of the 21st century. Why don't you come to the IGS and find new species together?